everyone. Today I'm going to be making meringue cookies, and I'm going to be throwing in a little bit of food science as well for your learning pleasure. So I'm actually going to be doing two different types of meringues today. So the first one is going to be the classic, we all know it's made with egg whites, and the second is going to be with a plant-based ingredient, and it's called Aquafaba. So you're probably wondering, like, what the heck is Aquafaba? I've never heard of that. I didn't even know about it until I started this project, actually. So aqua means water, and faba means bean. So it's just bean water. Yeah, bean water. I have a can of garbanzo or chickpea beans, and it's just the liquid that's inside of it, kind of like that jelly consistency liquid. You usually just pour it down the drain. It honestly gets no love, and no one really wants to eat it. And it basically is supposed to act the same as liquid egg whites does in meringues. So we're going to test it out today and see if that really does happen, if it kind of like duplicates the structure of egg whites in the meringue. Alright, so these three ingredients right here are going to be the same in both meringue 1 and meringue 2. So that we're going to be using 1/4 teaspoon cream of tartar, half of a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3/4 cup of sugar. In meringue 1, I'm going to be using 3 egg whites, and I'll be using these liquid egg whites that I got. It's just a lot easier because I didn't want to have to separate the egg whites, so these are perfect. And I'm also going to be using these garbanzo bean liquid or chickpea liquid, the Aquafaba that's in this can. I'm be using 1 cup of that for meringue number 2. Alright, so now we're ready to start mixing everything together. I just preheated my oven to 200 degrees, and I'm going to let that heat up while I'm mixing in everything. I already poured in the 3 liquid egg whites into my bowl, and now I'm going to put in the half teaspoon of vanilla extract right now. Alright, and now I'm going to be putting in the 1/4 teaspoon cream of tartar into the mixture. So now we're going to mix this until it's all foamy. Alright, so the reason we're adding the room temperature egg whites is because we're allowing the eggs to denature and produce a greater volume when we beat them by doing this. We're also, when we beat the egg whites, this adds tiny air bubbles, as you can see, and they get trapped inside, and it allows them to foam up. The cream of tartar that we added, this right here, is an acidic ingredient, and it acts as a stabilizing agent for the egg foam. So the acid slows down the coagulation so more air can be added to the Next we're going to be adding in sugar. We add it in gradually so we can allow it to reach the highest volume and smoothest texture possible for our meringue. The sugar dissolves into the egg proteins and bonds with them, and this allows more bubbles to form, and the meringue will start to swell up even more. It's starting to look a little bit more foamy, but it's not perfect yet. It's still liquidy, so we're gonna don't even laugh. Okay, you guys can laugh. It took me almost 2.5 hours. I mixed 2 different batches, and it just would not work for me. Like, this is not what these are supposed to look like. They're super watery. Yeah, I suck. So next I took the chickpea liquid and drained them, and now I put in the vanilla extract and the cream of tartar. So hopefully this one turns out a lot better. Like, I'm just so sad. Once it gets that peak, it's perfect. Like, this is seriously perfect, and I'm so happy about it. So the cookies are in the oven right now. They still have an hour left, but they're pretty hard. And they go in the oven so the air bubbles in the mixture can continue to expand and the proteins coagulate, and then that is how they harden. It's almost like they're drying out instead of baking like a regular cookie. So now we wait. So these cookies turned out really, really, really well. These are great for anyone that's vegan or plant-based, or maybe they just don't eat eggs in general. Alright, so I'm done overall with all of my batches. Unfortunately, the egg white mixture, it just didn't get foamed up enough. It was just so liquidy, and it kept, it was really bad. So I just nixed it, which I'm glad the Aquafaba did work out, because that's mostly what I was testing anyway. We all know that the egg whites, they do foam up. I honestly just suck at it, but hey, they just don't love me. I don't see any too much of a taste difference or anything like that. The appearance could be better, but you know, first time making meringue, so I did my best. So I just want to thank you for watching.